Hello dear students, welcome to the session. We are going to practice 10 questions on the chapter Cell the Root of Life, and the topics are mostly eukaryotic cell and some of the cell organelles which are there in eukaryotic cell. Okay, let's begin. The first question you can see on the screen is select the incorrect statement with respect to eukaryotic cell. 4 statements are given. You have to find the wrong statement as per eukaryotic cell is concerned. So first statement you can see membrane bound organelles are present. Tell me, is this true? Yes, absolutely true. You know very well that in a eukaryotic cell, you have membrane bound cell organelles, right? Sap vacuoles are commonly found in plant cells. Correct statement or not? There are different type of vacuoles, right? Contractile vacuole, gas vacuole, sap vacuole, right? Food vacuole. And out of all of these vacuole, which one is not considered as a true vacuole and it is also called pseudo or false vacuole? Can you write in comments, right? And which type of vacuole out of these 4 are present in prokaryotic cell? That also you can write down in comments. And after that, you have learned that food vacuoles, contractile vacuole, these are found in protozoans, right? Amoeba and all, they have these vacuoles. Paramecium have contractile vacuole, right? And sap vacuole is that particular major vacuole which is found in plant cell, which occupies 90% of the total volume of plant cells. So this statement is absolutely true for eukaryotic cell like plant cell. Eukaryotic cell also contains eukaryotic type of ribosome that is ATS ribosome. This statement is also absolutely correct, right? We got our answer by elimination method, right? Plasma membrane is symmetrical in nature. This is the statement given here, which is the answer, which is wrong statement, but nothing of this sort is mentioned in NCERT, right? Always remember they have given the diagram, right? This is the diagram which you will see in NCERT, and in this diagram you can see that your plasma membrane is like a lipid bilayer, okay? Not like your plasma membrane is made up of lipid molecules which are arranged in a bilayer, right? 2 layers are there like this, okay? Now, if you consider these 2 layers, if I want to, let's suppose, cut this membrane like this, okay? I want to cut the membrane. So the 2 layers, okay, this is the first layer, this is the second layer, okay, bilayer it is. So both the sides of these layers, are they symmetrical? Are they mirror images of each other? No, right? If you see in this figure itself, you can see on one side you have distribution of different types of you can say glycoproteins and glycolipids. If you consider this is a protein, this is a protein, right? This is a protein. On all these proteins, can you see you have certain sugar chains attached, right? Even on the lipid molecule also you can see sugar is attached. It is mostly present on the outer side, towards the outer side of the cell, right? But the side which is facing towards the inner side of the cell, or which is facing towards the cytoplasm, right? Consider this as cytoplasm side and this as extracellular side, outside the cell, right? Can you see any similarity in both? No, right? If I cut this layer like this, I can see this side is looking different as compared to this side. So what is the nature of our lipid bilayer? It is not symmetrical. It is asymmetrical. Okay, it is asymmetrical in nature. What is the meaning of asymmetrical? It is not the same on both the sides, right? Both the sides are different from each other. That is why this is the answer. If you don't know this concept, you can try elimination method and everything which you have learned in NCERT, you can apply and get to the answer. But then also you should know little bit extra. So you have to keep this in mind because diagram is mentioned in NCERT. It means that this is relevant question. Okay. So always remember plasma membrane is asymmetrical, right? If we cut it, the 2 layers of lipid, they will not look the same, right? They vary. They are not mirror images. Question 2. Cell wall in algae is made up of. This is the direct statement given in the cell, given in eukaryotic cell where they have explained eukaryotic cell. There they have explained cell wall, okay, and in that they have explained the cell wall in algae is made up of what? Fungus, it is made up of what, right? So algae cell wall, when you will study plant kingdom chapter, you will be able to see that they have mentioned different types of cell wall in different group of algae, like you can say Chlorophyce is different, pheophyce is different, rhodophyce is different, right, as compared to the composition of their cell wall. Okay, so here you have to learn that in algae, okay, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, galactans, mannans, and calcium carbonate, right? Galactan is what? It is a polymer of galactose sugar, mannose sugar polymer, mannan, right? So these sugars, cellulose, galactan, mannans, these all are present in algae cell wall. Along with that, you have calcium carbonate as well, right? So this you have to learn. Okay, then question 3, which statement is wrong with respect to ribosome, right? In the previous video, you can check, we have discussed one question on ribosome. If you have learned this, you can do this question as well, right? So wrong with respect to ribosome. It is composed of ribosomal RNA. Okay, there is a typing mistake here, ribosomal RNA and protein. Yes, it is correct. It is a nucleoprotein. It is made up of structural RNA, which is ribosomal RNA and ribosomal protein. Correct. It is not surrounded by any membrane. Yesterday we have learned, in the previous video we have learned that ribosome is not membrane bound cell organelle. So this is correct. Is it smallest cell organelle? Yes, it is very small, very tiny, right? And does it have any role or is it involved in any particular way in lipid synthesis? No, right? Instead it is involved in protein synthesis. You got the answer, right? Question number 4. The cell organelle that divides the intracellular space into two distinct compartments is first option Golgi body, second endoplasmic reticulum, third nuclear membrane and fourth mitochondria. So which is that specific cell organelle which divides the space inside the cell? Okay, intracellular space means space inside the cell, extracellular space means outside the cell. So intracellular space, another meaning you remember, it is cytoplasm also, right? That cytoplasm, that area, okay, that is further divided into distinct compartments, okay, by which cell organelle? So here answer as per NCERT is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. So see, one thing I would like to tell you, each and every cell organelle does the same thing. Okay. Let's suppose this is the plasma membrane. Okay. And we are talking about the intracellular space here, right? So the intracellular space here is this one, right? If you want to create or make any kind of cell organelle here, you will be using the same plasma membrane to create that compartment, right? Like cell has done that, and cell has made different cell organelles in this manner only. You know very well our genetic material is present here inside in the form of chromatin, right? This cell organelle you know very well, it is called nucleus, right? If you see this outer membrane, if it will get you can say if it will make a reticulum like structure like this, then this is called ER, right? Okay. And if I want to make any other cell organelle, let's suppose I want to make here mitochondria, I will use the same plasma membrane. So by doing this, the cytoplasm or the space inside the cell is divided into different compartments. Even Golgi also will do that. You can say nucleus will also do that. Mitochondria, chloroplast, every membrane bound cell organelle is actually dividing the common space of cytoplasm into small compartments. Understood? Like you can imagine that you have one particular hall, and if 4 people have to live in that hall, you will make walls by brick, right? So you will divide the space. So each and every membrane bound cell organelle is actually dividing the space inside the cell into different confined spaces inside which particular function can be performed without any chaos, right? But this line specifically is quoted in NCERT for endoplasmic reticulum. The reason also I will tell you, because endoplasmic reticulum is like spread throughout the cytoplasm and it takes a lot of space, right? So it's a very large cell organelle which is actually present like tubules running throughout the cytoplasm, covering so much space. That is the reason that they are saying that it is dividing intracellular space into two compartments. One compartment is present inside the ER membrane, okay, that is called ER lumen. Okay, and another compartment is this one that you know, that is intracellular space or cytoplasm. Understood? So do not get confused that why we can't choose Golgi body, mitochondria or any cell organelle. That is true, the concept is true that the membranes are actually responsible for dividing the space inside the cell, but the majority of the area is covered by which cell organelle? It is ER. That is why this is like focused in NCERT and given in NCERT. ER is mentioned specifically. So you have to remember this. Okay. Question number 5. Inner mitochondrial membrane contains what? Enzymes, electron carriers, 70S ribosomes, or both 1 and 2. I hope you know the answer, right? You know that mitochondria is very important cell organelle. The reason behind that all the ATP which comes inside the cell is formed here, right? So here you have different types of protein carrier, sorry, electron carriers, right? For that only you have like mitochondria has created these cristae, right? Okay, so this is our outer mitochondrial membrane. This is our inner mitochondrial membrane, right? And this area, who will tell me what is this? This is matrix, right? Fine. What is there inside matrix? In matrix, you have a lot of enzymes, right? Lot of enzymes you have here, specifically for Krebs cycle. Okay, and here what you have? Here also you have certain enzymes, right? For example, one of the enzyme for ATP synthesis is present, which is called ATP synthase, right? Then you have succinate dehydrogenase, right? A lot of enzymes are present here, okay? And electron carriers are also present here, many electron carriers, right? Like complex number 1 has so many carriers inside it, complex number 2 is there, complex 3, 4, so many complexes are there. So electron carriers and enzymes are present. Some of the carriers also work like enzyme, okay? But this 70S ribosome is present where? It is present here in the matrix. Okay, in the matrix you have 70S ribosome, you have double stranded circular DNA, you have a lot of enzymes for Krebs cycle, right? So they are asking for what? They are asking for what is present in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Okay, both 1 and 2, enzyme and electron carriers. Okay, now this question. Lysosomes have hydrolases active at acidic pH, lipases and proteases only. Hydrolases active at pH 7 and hydrolases active at pH, basic pH. Okay. So you know very well, lysosome is that particular cell organelle which is actually formed by Golgi complex. And it is packed with a lot of hydrolases. Okay. What is the meaning of hydrolases? Hydrolase is a hydrolytic enzyme. Okay, hydrolytic enzymes. Okay, these hydrolytic enzymes are responsible for the digestion of different biomolecules like RNA, DNA, like protein, right? All these things are hydrolyzed with the help of these enzymes. Okay, so different enzymes are present inside this particular cell organelle called lysosome, and they all are active at acidic or low pH, right? In order to perform their activity, they should be present in acidic and low pH. So, hydrolase is active at acidic pH, right? They not only they have lipases, proteases. Remember that line of NCERT, they have mentioned more. Okay, they can have nucleases, they can have carbohydrases, they can have lipases as well as proteases, right? Not only. Okay, now endomembrane system includes, this question is very favorite question. This has been asked in PYQs almost I think 3 to 4 times. If you see some previous year questions, at least one question always comes from this topic. So it is very important topic. Okay, so endomembrane system includes what? There are 4 cell organelles whose name you must remember. You should not, you cannot forget, you cannot afford to forget it, right? 4 cell organelles you have to remember. First is endoplasmic reticulum, second is Golgi complex, third is lysosomes and lysosomes, okay, and fourth is vacuole, okay, in which these two have direct role in protein, you can say protein packaging and protein transport, right? And then lysosomes actually are formed by Golgi complex. Vacuoles, all the proteins which are present in the vacuole, they also come from the same pathway. So functions of all these four cell organelles are highly coordinated, right? Without ER and Golgi complex, vacuole and lysosomes cannot do any function, because lysosome will not get any particular enzyme, vacuole will also not get any enzyme, right? So their activities are completely dependent on ER and Golgi complex. That's why they are a part of endomembrane system, right? So except these four name, any other name wherever it comes, that will not be the answer. Okay. Many types of question they ask on this. Which among the following does not include in endomembrane system? One question is like this. Okay. On endomembrane system includes which among the following? How many cell organelles are present in endomembrane system? Right? They will ask like this. Okay. So please remember this. Okay. Now question 8. Choose incorrect with respect to chloroplast. Which particular option is not correct for chloroplast? So chloroplast, does it have any enzyme for carbohydrate synthesis? Definitely, chloroplast is that cell organelle where photosynthesis takes place, where sugar formation occurs. So yes, it has enzymes for carbohydrate synthesis. Very correct. Okay. Stroma, light reaction occurs here? No. Okay. Tell me, in that video we have learned 15 minutes. Where does photosynthesis occur? In that video itself I told you where is dark reaction occurring, where is light reaction occurring, right? So light reaction occurs where? Please write in the comments also. Okay, it occurs in thylakoid membrane. Okay, fine. In stroma dark reaction occurs. Okay, so you got the answer. This is our answer. Okay, it has enzyme from proteins for protein synthesis also. Yes, chloroplast is semi-autonomous cell organelle. It has its own DNA, RNA, ribosome, so it can do protein synthesis as well, right? Thylakoid possess photosystem. Yes, photosystem is a particular, you can say, way in which the pigments are organized on the thylakoid membrane. So yes, photosystem is present on thylakoid membrane. Okay, option number 2 is the answer. Okay, ninth question is cell wall. Cell wall is, two statements are given to you. Statement A is telling that it is a non-living rigid structure that surrounds the plasma membrane of plant cell. Correct or not? This is the first line which is given in NCERT for cell wall, right? It is non-living. It's not a part of cell. It's outside the plasma membrane, right? So even if you remove the, have you seen or have you read that there are certain experiments where you will see that in the plants protoplasmic fusion will be done, right? That's called somatogamy, right? Or somatic hybridization, right? So two cells are joined together by after removing the cell wall. So cell wall, if you remove also, cell will not die. It is non-living part of the cell, right? It's a tough rigid structure. It surrounds or covers the plasma membrane and it provides the shape and integrity. It will maintain the structure of the plant cell, right? That is its role. Now, fungal cell wall is made up of a polymer of N-acetyl glucosamine units. Correct only. What is considered as a polymer of N-acetyl glucosamine? Can you tell me? Okay, the polymer of N-acetyl glucosamine is chitin, right? In biomolecules also you have learned chitin is a polymer of N-acetyl glucosamine. So fungal cell is made up of cell wall which is composed of chitin, or chitin is a particular polysaccharide which is a polymer of the sugar N-acetyl glucosamine. Okay, so both the statements are correct here. Now, last question for the day. Oxidative photophosphorylation occurs in. Okay, so please remember there are different types of photophosphorylation. Okay, two I will tell you now. Oxidative photophosphorylation occurs by oxidation of NADH and FADH2, and this oxidation of NADH and FADH2 occurs during the aerobic respiration, right? And this aerobic respiration occurs inside mitochondria, right? So oxidative phosphorylation is making energy or ATP, synthesizing ATP, okay, by breaking NADH and FADH2 in mitochondria. This is called oxidative phosphorylation, okay? And the mistake here is oxidative photophosphorylation is mentioned here. It should be oxidative phosphorylation, okay? Then one more type of ATP synthesis occurs, that is called photophosphorylation. That is only done by plants, right? And certain photosynthetic organisms like some green algae, unicellular green algae, or you can say blue green algae, right? So they also can do photophosphorylation. So basically photophosphorylation is something in which ATP synthesis occurs, okay, in the chloroplast. So basically photophosphorylation is something in which ATP synthesis occurs due to absorbance of light energy, right? So if you are taking light energy and you are able to convert that into chemical energy, and you can make ATP, that is called photophosphorylation. Okay, so two types of phosphorylation are there. Photophosphorylation occurs mostly in chloroplast, and oxidative phosphorylation occurs in mitochondria. And please remember, it is not oxidative photophosphorylation, it is oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so these are 10 small questions for the day. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video and you have learned few things. Thank you very much. Please share your score, how many answers you have given correctly. Please write in the comments that out of 10 questions, we have done 10 out of 10 correct, 10 out of 8 correct, 10 out of 9 correct, 10 out of 5 correct, like that, so that I can also understand that what you are able to get from here. Okay, thank you everyone. Please share, please subscribe to the channel, please share it to your friends so that we can build a community and we can continue doing this. Thank you.